Good afternoon. Esteemed faculty, officers, and administration, proud parents, friends, students, and of course the awardees who we're honoring today. Thank you for allowing me to speak to you on this special day. It gives me a profound honor, not just as a guest speaker, but as a former St. Vincent College student in that time of my life where many of you are right now, with excitement and energy and perhaps a bit of trepidation about what the future lies ahead for you. In 2014, I had accomplished a number of goals that I had set for myself, and I decided that I wanted to write a book. And so I hired a book coach, and I talked to her about what I wanted to write about. I feel very, very blessed. I've had some amazing opportunities and adventures. I told her about how I studied in London and I backpacked around Western Europe. I had the good fortune of visiting 32 national parks one summer with my roommate from St. Vincent. I've caught salmon in the Pacific Ocean, hunted grizzly bear and caribou in Alaska. And she stopped me and she leaned in and she said, "Dan, you're not famous. Nobody cares about your life." And it was really humbling, and it took me back, and she encouraged me to dig deeper, and she said, "Don't talk about what you've done. Write about how you got there. Write about how you became successful." And so, it's within that spirit that I want to share with you the 7 fundamental principles of success, as I call them, and outlined in chapter 2 of my book. The book is in the offices of every one of our employees at the law firm. Every one of my children have a copy. Lots of friends and family members have a copy. And whenever somebody is feeling down or misguided or lacking foundation, I say to them, you need to reread chapter 2. In 1985, I came to St. Vincent College, and a funny way of how I got here, my parents had moved to Michigan a few days before I was to start here. And so, for October break, I had to call home and say, "Where do we live? What's our address?" I didn't know how to get there. I needed a map. There were no phones. There were no map apps. And I did find my way home that October. I was part of the, what was then engineering program. It was a 3-2, 3 years here and 2 years at an engineering university. And in my junior year, I decided I don't want to leave St. Vincent. I don't want to leave the friends that I had made. You see, the 3 years that I spent at St. Vincent shaped my life in a very profound way. I met friends that are my best friends today. They were my brothers. I'm as close, maybe closer, with these fellow Bearcats than I am with my 3 actual brothers. We shared a lot here, like all of you have. Living, laughing, having tons of fun. I promised Father Paul I wouldn't tell any of the stories that might embarrass myself or him from back in the 80s. But I didn't want to leave these guys. I wanted to have a senior year here at St. Vincent College. The gentlemen that I'm talking about remain my best friends today. We get together often, we play golf all the time, and we are solid, we have these solid friendships. I also met a girl here. For many men, there's a cliche that says, it's all about a girl. And that girl, who's sitting right there, became my wife. We've been married for 32 years. We have 4 amazing kids. And I did not want to leave her. So, St. Vincent College taught me more than academics. It taught me about life. It taught me about integrity, hard work, spirituality. It taught me the value of deep, enduring friendships and relationships. These lessons have been the cornerstone of everything that I've achieved in my life. And if you've had similar experiences at St. Vincent College, you are prepared for anything that you want to attempt in your life. After graduation, I went to law school. I clerked for a couple of judges. I worked at a mega law firm in Pittsburgh for a number of years. And then I took the entrepreneurial leap to start my own law firm. It's been 22 years, and looking back, I'm amazed at where the journey has taken me. From a hopeful St. Vincent College graduate, like all of you, to managing a law firm with 23 lawyers, and living a life enriched by experiences that I could never have dreamed of. Which brings me to what I would like to talk to you about today, and that is chapter 2. The 7 principles that have been a reflection of my achievements and born of experience and reflection on my part. So I offer to you graduates, you seniors, standing on the threshold of your next adventure, the 7 principles. Number 1, embrace hard work. If you want to achieve, you have to be willing to work hard. There are many people that don't like to work hard. They avoid hard work. You probably know some of them. There are people that tolerate hard work. They do it begrudgingly. They lament the fact that they have some responsibilities to attend to. And then there are people that embrace hard work. And if you embrace hard work as a way of life, great things are going to happen to you. It comes with any job, any profession, any career. Number 2, pursue excellence. Don't be average. The words good enough should not be part of your vocabulary. Socrates said that the essence of life is happiness. Karl Marx said that man is a creative laborer. Well, if those 2 things are true, and you do whatever it is you do to the best of your ability, you will be able to look back and say, wow, I did that. I don't care whether you're a maintenance worker, a nurse, a teacher, or a lawyer. If you do what you do with pride and in the pursuit of excellence, you will have a life of fulfillment and satisfaction. Number 3, keep your word. My first boss, Justice Brickley of the Michigan State Supreme Court, said, Dan, if everybody would just say what they're going to do and do what they say, the whole world would be a lot better off. You all learned it in kindergarten, your parents taught you. Keep your promises. It's just that simple. Number 4, carpe diem. In honor of one of my favorite movies, The Dead Poets Society. Who's seen it? Raise your hand. All right. For you students that haven't seen Dead Poets Society, I'm going to give you a little bit of homework. After finals in your home, you tell your parents, I'd like to watch the Dead Poets Society. I guarantee you, they all watch it. They've seen it. It will change your life. But anyway, carpe diem means seize the day. A more literal translation is pluck the day, for it is ripe, like a piece of fruit. So you can choose to approach life by looking at every moment as a positive. Search out positive opportunities. Appreciate everything that you're experiencing. Look for the pieces of fruit in life and appreciate what you're doing. Take every experience and find the good in it. And when you live like that, you will have a much more fulfilling and positive life. Number 5, make friends along the way. In 1986 or 87, a teacher here at St. Vincent asked the class, what do you think the meaning of life is? Well, I pondered that for a couple of days, and I decided that the meaning of life is sharing life experiences with someone that you love. And now, after almost 40 years, I still believe that today. What does that mean? It means relationships. Relationships are so important. You don't have to have money to be rich. Anybody see the movie It's a Wonderful Life? Come on, come on. Okay, that's another one. You gotta watch that one. It's a Christmas movie, so you can wait. Jimmy Stewart, who grew up not far from here, right down the road, was the star of that movie, and his brother said, and Jimmy Stewart didn't have a lot of, George Bailey was the character, didn't have a lot of money, and he had a lot of friends. And his brother said, look at my kid brother, the richest man in town. So if you pursue life with an approach that leads you to fulfilling relationships, you will feel fulfilled and you will feel successful. Number 6, commit to courage. Commit to risk. You cannot be afraid to fail. I assure you, you will fail. Life will kick you in the gut. How you react to that is important. But you can't be afraid to get outside of your comfort zone and take some chances. Babe Ruth said, don't let the fear of striking out keep you from getting up to the plate. So I'm encouraging every one of you to get up to the plate. Get up to the plate of something that you're not comfortable doing and try. You won't always win. Sometimes you will lose. But that's okay too. Because losing builds character, it gives you humility, and will lead you to a much more rewarding life. Number 7, cultivate positive energy. Nobody likes to be around the Debbie Downers. And you all know who I'm talking about. I have a friend named Hank. You ask Hank how he's doing, he says, outstanding. Hank, how are you today? Tremendous. Just boiling over with energy. Well, Hank had a business that failed. He almost filed bankruptcy. And I was assisting him through that, helping him navigate that experience. But anytime I would say to Hank, how are you? He'd say, outstanding. Hank's wife is a cancer survivor, battled 2 bouts of cancer and survived both of them. And while he was going through that time in his life, you'd never know it. You'd say, hey Hank, how's it going? Outstanding! That's the way you need to live your life. Cultivate positive energy. Everybody wanted to be around Hank. It was contagious. So, the conclusion, fulfillment. Fulfillment looks different to everybody, but defining it for yourself is what's so powerful and so important. As you step forward today, remember that St. Vincent College has equipped you not just with knowledge, but with a foundational ethos that will guide you through whatever lies ahead. I'm so proud to be a St. Vincent graduate, as all of you should be. Congratulations to all of our awardees on this day, and to all of the students on all the days to come that will be shaped by how you live the 7 principles that I've talked about today. Thank you for having me.